Welcome back to HPL. We're at the PvP Live Studios here in Frisco, Texas, and Purple just took a 1-0 lead over Ostkaka with, you guessed it, Rogue.
Yeah, Ostkaka actually going very much against his grain too and playing a face hunter deck in that game. Love to see the change of pace from him, but Purple one step ahead.
Yeah, it's kind of an expected, unexpected play from Ostkaka here. I really expected him to, that was a lot of expected, sorry. I really thought that he was going to change up something here in this match, and he did. He played face hunter. We're going to find out what he's going to play here in Game 2, Purple versus Ostkaka.
I can't wait to see what these guys are bringing. Purple always has something unique about his decks, it seems like.
Yeah, always something unique, and they've always been so good and tailored versus his opponent. And look, there's another Gorehow. We saw that used pretty well by Kranich this week to win a game.
Ostkaka knows that Purple is likely to bring Rogue again, you know, when he plays a strategy.
Let's just make a lot of armor.
Yeah, he's obviously prepared for that strategy, and this is one of the more dangerous ones, I would say, for Purple.
Yeah.
Because Ostkaka, you know, got all those armor effects.
Yeah, the way that Purple's gonna have to win this game, the way that Rogue wins in this matchup, it's rough, don't get me wrong. You have to stick a minion early, find that one window of opportunity that you have, because there's usually about one in a game, unless your hand is great, and then you just have to ride it to victory. You have to get pretty lucky to win this match if they know what they're doing. They can control you and gain a lot of life.
You can see here that he already attacks, the importance of every single point of damage in this matchup. And Ostkaka, his hand a little bit heavy right now, but plenty of options moving forward here. You know, Fiery War Axe to help
just armor up.
Yeah, I think armoring up is just exactly what you want to do. Let Purple take initiative on board and then answer what he's doing, because you have all the time in the world.
He's not going to do anything until Purple makes him do something. Yeah. He's going to sit back here and armor a lot. Strap in, this game is going to go long unless someone blinks a little too early. Yeah,
might end up playing the Acolyte of Pain here. You know, always a minion you want to get on the board. If this forces some action from your opponent, that's totally fine. He's got Harrison Jones in his hand to help deal with some stuff. And Purple actually doesn't have a way to very effectively answer this.
Yeah, not very effectively, but you're going to possibly see him backstab and then attack it here. It'll give Ostkaka 2 cards, but it gets the minion out of the way. There's a couple other options he can do, but...
Going to the dome, every point of damage
Yeah, I was going to say, you can just start pushing for damage here, and yeah, you can see Purple not excited about this.
Yeah, is this a spot where Ostkaka wants to use Cruel Taskmaster as well? This will open him up to something like Backstab and SI7 Agent,
no,
but I still think it's a strong
play. Yeah, it's a strong play. It gets you a card, plus you get to armor up this turn. If you were not able to armor up as well as do this turn, I would say no. But again, this play is fine. I like this play from Ostkaka as long as you can armor up. You need to do it every single turn here and keep Purple from getting a lucky win. I'm using quotations here.
Yeah, so this is going to be exactly what Purple is looking for.
And then going to push a dagger into Ostkaka's face and re-dagger up here.
Yeah, doesn't have much else going for him, and he needs to stick to the board. He's going to get a little bit of a rude awakening
every little point
from a Fiery War Axe or Death Spite. But, you know, once again, Ostkaka taking complete control of this game so far.
Yeah, I got to believe it's going to be Fiery War Axe. It's a little easier on the mana. He can Fiery War Axe plus armor up this turn, killing this SI7 agent, and then start to curve into Shield Maidens and things like that going forward. You know, there's a chance he might think of something like Lotheb here and really start to push the game. Since his hand is getting kind of full and he has a lot of aggression going forward.
Yeah, wants to set up the Death Spite instead, thinks that being able to answer stuff like Azure Drake.
Yeah, being able to answer Azure Drake is actually a big deal as well, but I mean, he presented a board last turn where if Purple had Azure Drake, he would not have played it, so I do like this play from Ostkaka. This is how Purple can get back in this game, though. This sprint, if it's good enough over the next couple turns, along with this Blood Mage Thalnos, he might be able to get, you know, some things going.
So Blood Mage is going to be the play here. Has 8 cards in hand. Has 2 Tinker Sharpsword Oils as well. I mean, this could be potentially a spot. I think Ostkaka does have to deal with this Blood Mage Thalnos.
Yeah, we saw Zalay have a turn where, I mean, a game with Rogue where he didn't do anything for 4 turns after making a 3-point dagger, and then 21'd someone or 20'd someone out of nowhere. And Purple's going to look for a very similar thing to happen, but it's not very likely to happen in this match.
Yeah, so Ostkaka once again going to take his time with 10 cards in hand right now. I don't think a Harrison Jones is a realistic option for him. But Emperor Thorson's right here as well. I mean, does he want to start alleviating some of this mana? He's got a ton of it in his hand right now.
No, I think he's going to Dr. Boom.
Yeah, Dr. Boom is one of the scariest minions for Rogue to deal with either. This is one you really don't want to sap because Boombots start adding up to a ton of damage.
It also just gets multiple cards out of his hand as well.
Yeah, that's also a big benefit for him. And plenty of ways to move forward from this. But, you know, there is a big Blade Flurry opportunity here, but is that really what he wants to be going for right now?
Yeah, I mean, Purple might have to. You see him counting up here. He's very, very quick at this kind of play. But again, this matchup's so rough for Purple. You can see him eviscerate and just use 7 points of his life total to take care of this Dr. Boom here and then gain back 8.
Yeah. That's exactly what he's going to do. Not the way I think he envisioned using his cards this game, but you have to do what you have to do. Dr. Boom cannot sit on the board and allow Ostkaka to just continue to make headway in terms of the damage race. And once again, finds himself in a spot with a very heavy hand, but plenty of ways to move forward very effectively.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty decent Emperor Thorson turn. You're not in jeopardy of dying next turn, and you want to start getting these cards out of your hand as quickly as possible.
Find out where Spoonbot lands. Does take out anti-Keelbot.
Yeah, Emperor Thorson looks amazing on this board, and that's going to be very hard for Purple to come back from this game. He's in a very bad spot. He's looking for minions and a lot of them going forward. He needs to stick one to the board here for a while. At this rate, not a terrible pickup. But
yeah, looks like he's gonna play Ultimate Farseer, sap this Emperor Thorson, and then look for the big turn here. But once again, Ostkaka, all the answers in his hand to take care of every single thing that's going on, and then Lotheb also in his back pocket for the right time.
Yeah, you're seeing Purple try to gain some tempo here, sapping this Emperor Thorson, playing this Earthling Ring Farseer, hoping Ostkaka uses his whole turn next turn to develop his board instead of taking care of his Earthling Ring Farseer, and then maybe get a huge turn with both these Tinker Sharpshot oils. I would love to see Ostkaka use this Fiery War Axe here to get rid of this Earthling Ring Farseer. Just give Purple no outs and no quarter going from here.
Yeah, I totally agree with you too. He's gonna actually play the Emperor Thorson again. And this is still in a spot where Purple is probably going to be forced to sap in this position. And once again, with no minion out, he doesn't have a way to utilize these Tinker Sharpshot oils properly. Piloted Shredder could be a little bit of a window of opportunity for him, though. I mean, Ostkaka doesn't have multiple ways to deal with minions right now.
Yeah, Purple's just going to... It's almost like we're replaying these turns, except he gets a Piloted Shredder this time, so maybe it'll live through this Fiery War Axe plus whatever comes out behind it. But you see Ostkaka, doesn't have a clean answer to a second minion here. He has an Execute in his hand, but he doesn't have a way to get damage on it. So Purple might be able to stick something to the board here.
Wow, this is actually potentially very problematic for Ostkaka. This is likely a turn I think you're going to see Lotheb come out to keep Purple in check.
Make sure, yeah,
and then reestablish the board positions that you can answer everything that's happening.
Yeah, I would love to see something like attack. You start by attacking, see what comes out of the Pilot Shredder, and then something like Lotheb into Shield Maiden into Armor Up or something like that.
He's going to go with
Emperor Thorson
again, time, and then add a Lotheb behind.
I think you have to play the Lotheb this turn.
Yeah, and he's going to, but he has 15 armor in his hand as well.
Yeah,
so.
You can see Purple kind of cringe at that because this was his window.
Yeah.
This is Purple played great to get himself to this window, this one turn right here where we have a chance, and it's not going to come through for him.
It does have his Lotheb of his own, though. I mean, if he picks up something like, say, like Southsea Deckhand in this position, and Ostkaka doesn't have a way to armor up a bunch, that could be a potential out for him.
I have to believe he doesn't have Southsea Deckhand in his deck anymore because we've seen a couple of these cute cards in his deck, and that's probably one of the ones he's cut.
Yeah, Ostkaka very aware at this point that he can take full advantage.
Taking 2 mana away from Purple as well.
They're going to be trading out all of his minions here, and his life total is about to get very, very padded.
Look at this hand and how cheap everything is for Ostkaka. He just has all of the options.
Yeah, this is what you see, though, when Emperor Thorson, continues to enter play turn after turn and get multiple activations. If you can't finish the game,
it runs away with a game.
Yeah, he's going to have more than enough ways to actually make up that life total now. And if if he commits too much to the board, though, a big Blade Flurry could set back some of his game plans.
I like this, though. Let's gain 12 armor this turn.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do.
Just 12.
Purple is visibly uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're going to see Lotheb.
You're
going to see Lotheb take care of Lotheb and Emperor Thorson take care of the Shrinkmeister, just giving Purple no outs here from this spot. He's going to be able to get a big-time Blade Flurry off here. Ooh, he's got a ton. Oh, I might have spoke a little too soon. Purple has a ton of things going on here.
Yeah, I mean, he's still in a position, I think, where, a Southsea Deckhand might be able to get a little bit of a job done here.
I wonder if he has it in his deck.
I mean, I think it's possible. At the very least, you need to play as though you do to force your opponent to continue to show their full range of things that they can play.
Ostkaka has a great turn here, though. He can shield block for 0 mana, and then he's got stuff like Ragnaros behind this.
Yeah, just absolutely wonderful plays for him. 2 mana Sylvanas is in his hand. Just everything.
I would just armor up again. I would just Ragnaros armor up and be like, beat this. Yeah. Just good luck, buddy.
0 mana Death Spite.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah, move in some damage here. Put 4 more damage on Purple's face. Let's try to kill him, the next turn. Purple has a ton of damage in his hand, but it's probably not going to be enough.
Yeah, I don't think he's got 22 worth. Even with Southsea Deckhand at this point, he would need 2 shots with it. It looks like he's going to be out of this game in just a couple of turns. Azure Drake, I don't know what on earth he can draw, but he needs something desperately right now if he wants to get into this game. Blade Flurry, not enough damage to really solidify things for him. And I think that's going to do it. I mean, How could he get past all these answers? Ostkaka's got everything in his hand, and this is the power of Control Warrior versus this Rogue deck. It can fight off every single answer and then keep its life total padded at the same time.
Yeah, Ostkaka's gonna be able to win this very easily next turn. He's gonna have Shield Slam to take care of this Azure Drake just to make sure that Ragnaros kills you here.
Yeah, Purple's not even gonna hunt for more information as much as I would love to see players do that over and over again. You know, maybe there's a chance that he just wants to show you what he had in his hand to try to throw you off guard, maybe try to put you on tilt or something. Just stay in the game, try to get more information. Every single bit matters.
Yeah, absolutely. And what a nightmare scenario for Purple there. That's one of the matchups you don't want, and you don't want it against a player of Ostkaka's caliber who actually knows what he's doing at every turn as well.
Yeah, every single step of the way, it looked like Ostkaka had the better of Purple in that one. That's also part in nature of that matchup. So very good queue up from him moving forward. And now what does Purple do to adjust to this?
Now Purple's got to maybe make a deck change now too, because if you're going to get targeted like this, if you're going to be playing Rogue and they're going to be bringing stuff like Control Warrior to you, and they know that matchup, you can't keep queuing up Rogue.
Yeah, I have to totally agree with you as well. If you guys want to see the recap from this game, you can head over to pvplive.net and see it for yourself. The full stats breakdowns and everything they did in this game as well is available on the website. So as we said, they're making changes to their decks right now.
Here comes the Druid,
That's
by the way.
That's the HPL format.
Yeah.
It could be Druid. We never know. Purple's been doing fantastic with that one. But they're making some changes to their builds right now. And when we come back, game number 3 is going to be getting underway. Ostkaka has tied it up at 1 game apiece. Don't go anywhere, guys. You're watching Hearthstone on PvP Live.
January.